The Allure by Yoshio Toyoshima. The soliloquy of a certain young man in contemplation on a winter night. Back then, I was living my days and nights in two completely different states of mind. All my daytime life had surged into the night. To me, daytime was nothing but a succession of vacant hours, a time when the faintly smoldering winter light, my dazed consciousness, and a world of languor continued their weary existence. But once night came around, my mind became clear as the surface of a mirror, all things reflecting upon it, awakening afresh and full of life, countless eyes looking out from a world of profound life. A hard layer of skin peeled off each object, its form dissolving, and the soul within stared out openly, alert. Each of these souls was reborn inside my mind. When I opened the window of my soul and gazed into the depths of this inner, unseen world, I was overjoyed. At the center of that world I sat on the throne of the all-loving, focused intensely with hushed breath. I often went on walks after dinner. The sky always glowed a deep blue, countless lights running along both sides of the street, flickering like the eyes of living things. Crowds traveled silently up and down the straight, asphalt-paved road. Whenever I walked upon this road, sober with a keen awareness and a profound sense of mind, everything rushed into my world, only to pass through and remain in the darkness behind me. I wore a long camel-skin cloak, a large hunting cap pulled low over my eyes, and a scarf covering the lower half of my face. The feeling of the scarf against my cheeks imparted a sensual warmth to my singular world. On the way home, I frequently stopped by a certain cafe. It was situated at the intersection of the broad main road and a narrow alleyway leading to my house. I paused for a moment in front of the cafe and cocked my head slightly to the left. When the shadow cast onto my mind didn't make me uncomfortable, I pushed open the door and went inside. Near the door was a rectangular table, and to the left, in the back of the cafe, were two smaller tables, one round and one square. Set upon those were potted plants, a cycad fern, a pine, and a winter flowering plum. On the right side of the cafe was a counter, and through the lattice above it I could see the white flower of the waitress's hair ornament. There were very few customers. In the corner of the room was a fireplace, which I had never seen lit. The waitress always brought a small porcelain brazier to my table. The instant I entered the cafe, these things rushed into my world and were born anew. The size of the room matched the size of my mind perfectly. There, nothing was watching me that lied outside of my awareness. This was a brief excerpt from the book Tales of the Disturbed, available on Amazon. Translation and audio narration by J.D. Wisgo. Thank you for listening.